determine who's at fault. And contributing factors could be observations by people, and there were eyewitnesses. Those could be contributing factors from cameras. We have to look at the statements that have been provided to us, and we have to verify information. You know, nowadays, I'll get you, I see it. Nowadays, you know, the newer cars have a black box, kind of like airplanes these days. They tell you how fast the car was going, whether the lights were on, the throttle speed, and all those things. Those things are the values. So we're in the process of verifying that specific information, which will drive the conclusion of the findings of facts. And when we get all the facts and all the contributing factors and verify everything that we have seen either through camera or through person, we'll render an opinion. Okay?
Chief?
Yes.
As you know,
this gentleman here had you first, so I want to...
Yes, thank you, Chief Carter. If I can infer a little bit, you have Mr. Benjamin leaving the parking garage behind the Hilton and coming out onto Park Street, probably heading towards Gervais, where he took a right and proceeded on to the intersection of Pickens and Gervais. That is 8 blocks, 4/5 of a mile, 4,000 feet in the dark of night before 6 o'clock. How can you not notice your lights are out?
You know, those are facts that are contributing factors to the accidents, and those are the things that we have to verify. We have witnesses that mention the lights. We have to verify that information. We'll do that. We've gone through and looked at all the cameras. People that have given us access, some of those we're going to have to request subpoenas for. When we get all those information, we'll be able to make some conclusion whether or not that's a contributing factor. So all that stuff has to be verified.
So were his lights off?
We are verifying that. We verify that based on the information that's been provided us, and we should be able to come to a conclusion whether it's on or off when that time comes.
Do you have witnesses who said his lights were off?
We have witnesses, 3 eyewitnesses to the accident, yes.
And they all say that his lights were off?
No, that's not what I said. I said we are verifying the information that witnesses have provided. I didn't say how many witnesses.
Chief, as you know, perceptions can become reality, and there has been a tremendous amount of speculation about this case from the very beginning. That being the case, would it not be in the best interest of the Columbia Police Department, regardless of the professionalism of your staff and the many years of experience that your staff has here, to eliminate every shred of doubt that there might be some sort of a spin placed on this, or that there might be influence exerted on this case by turning over the case completely to the Highway Patrol?
You know, that's a very good question. I want to tell you is that we all believe in the principles embodied in the Constitution. And I would tell you that we are going to make sure the law is enforced both constitutionally and consistently throughout. When we do anything less than that, we open ourselves to either liability criminally or liability civil. Okay? Ordinarily, we have no protocol. That is based on the police chief's decision. I have decided to not relinquish that jurisdiction. We are cooperating partners not only with DPS and surrounding agencies. We asked DPS to come in and verify the presence, and they confirmed what we already know. Each officer that had any contact, because we would understand, given the magnitude of the situation, that would be concerned about his impairment. They confirmed, based on the officer's evaluation, that there was no impairment. So the difference between an accident investigation and a criminal investigation is driven by facts. It's driven by the facts of the matter, and you look at the contributing factor. So there is no room to fudge or debunk. Any other questions?
Yes, I have 3 sets of questions, please.
Questions is to the
Does an accident investigation normally take this long, or are you being more careful because of this?
You know, it takes quite an extensive amount of time to do it right because it's driven by facts, not by a time clock. You know, we had a major fatality at the 2400 block of Forest Drive. That's where we had somebody killed. We're still investigating that matter. We haven't come to any conclusion on that matter as well. So they are a long, tedious process. And some of those things that you have to do is request subpoenas and search warrants. Those things are timely. They don't happen all in one day. Sometimes it happen in a while. We're trying to request a subpoena from a camera that's in sight that we have to request that we have that information. You know, in the end, what the people that were involved in the accident are also contributing factors. We have not been able to talk to Ms. Rubin because of her condition. And before we draw any conclusions,